right, good morning and welcome to the Finance and Physical Resources Committee. It is Tuesday, June 1st, 8:30-ish. We are meeting hybrid, which is the chair of the committee in person and the rest of us are virtual pursuant to the MCL 15.263A1B. We are going to take a roll call because we have a blend of in-person and virtual. If you're virtual, please state your name and your location. Pam?
Commissioner Antor. Commissioner Antor.
Here, Sparta, Michigan.
Commissioner Breivy.
I'm here, James Township, Kent County, Michigan.
Commissioner Bukowski.
Present on the Shinnecoin land, known as Grand Rapids, Michigan, Kent County.
Commissioner Green. Commissioner Morgan.
I'm here the outer limits of Kent County and Cortland Township. Not the fault that you're receiving.
Commissioner Sparks. Commissioner Womack.
Present, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Kent County.
Commissioner Wooden.
This is here calling in from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Kent County.
Chair Jones.
Here.
We have 7 members present, 2 absent. We have a quorum.
Thank you. We will now move to public comment. Is there any public comment online for the Finance and Fiscal Resources Committee or in person?
There are no new messages in the email inbox, and I do not see any hands raised in the chat, nor in person.
Okay, I will now close public comment. We will move to the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Moved by Breivy.
In support?
Support, Kowski.
Thank you. Moved and supported for the consent agenda. Any questions on the consent agenda? Do we have anyone online with
No
questions?
hands are raised.
All right, we're going to take a roll call vote to pass the consent agenda. Pam, would you please call the roll?
Sure. Commissioner Antor.
Yes.
Commissioner Breivy.
Yes.
Commissioner Bukowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Green. Commissioner Morgan. Commissioner Sparks. Commissioner Womack.
Yes.
Commissioner Wooden. Chair Jones.
Yes.
That motion passes.
Thank you. That brings us to item number 3 from the Gerald R. Ford International Airport Authority. Wayman, would you please read the action request?
Yes, this is a request to recommend to the Board of Commissioners to authorize the issuance of Gerald R. Ford International Airport Authority Revenue Bonds, Series 2020-21. The authority is authorized under Act 95, Public Acts of Michigan 2015, which permitted the county to form the authority to issue revenue bonds in accordance with Act 94, Public Acts of Michigan 1993 as amended. The proposed resolution will authorize a bond refunding by the authority an amount not to exceed $21 million of Series 2011 revenue bonds, the pledge of the county's limited tax full faith and credit on the bonds, the county treasurer to execute a certificate of the county to comply with the continuing disclosure, the county administrator and chairperson of the Board of Commissioners to prepare and approve portions of the official statement that pertain to the county and the execution of all other documents as necessary in order to close on the issuance of the proposed bond issuance. The bond proceeds will be used to refund the 2011 series bonds maturing on 1/1/2028 and estimated savings of $2.3 million. Staff anticipates closing on the bonds in July 2021. Bond counsel has reviewed all documents.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve?
Moved by Breivy.
In support?
Support, Kowski.
Thank you. We have moved and supported. We will take questions, comments, and discussion. Commissioner Breivy.
Thank you, Chair. Serving on the airport board, I also serve on the finance committee on the board there. And this is just a really good time to take a look at what is available in the market out there. And I think the airport is definitely doing the right thing by taking advantage of the lower rates. So this is definitely a healthy savings, and I think we should all support this and look to other bonding options in the future. Always consider the cost of bonds.
Okay, I believe we have Tori from the airport present.
Good morning, Chair Jones, this is Airport Board Chair Warnick. I'd just like to introduce quickly the leadership team here at the airport so everyone knows who you're talking to. So we have our President and CEO, Tori Richardson, in the middle. We have our COO, Alex Perrick, on the end. And we have our interim CFO, Matt Zylstra, who will be making the presentation here for you folks this morning. Thank you.
Go.
Just really quick, thank you, Commissioners. We appreciate your time and consideration of what we think is a very favorable transaction, as the Administrator laid out there. Matt will talk through some of the details, but we think there's some significant savings here over the remaining term of 7 years, and certainly now is the time to be passing on those savings, especially since we had such a difficult time in the past year, and to pass along any savings to the users, including our airlines, to raise charges. This would be a very positive move for us to make. So with that, I'll turn it over to Matt. He can walk through a little bit more of the details, and then we can open up for any questions that you all may have.
Right, so some of these numbers will be reiterating what was presented already, but this bond series was originally issued in 1998 for the renovation and expansion of our terminal building. That was a $56 million issue. It has since been refunded in 2011 and is now callable again for refunding on July 8th of this year. It's approximately $20.3 million that will be refunded over this last 7 years. Total debt service for those is $23.7 million, and our financial consultants are estimating that we would refund this for a total debt service of around 21.3, which would save us the $2.3 million over this final 7 years of the issue. I will say that we are able to actually get a long-term bank loan for this remaining debt service instead of a traditional bond reissue, and we are looking into that. Either way, the county would be the final signer on the approval. I'm here for any questions that you might have.
Okay, are there any commissioner questions?
No hands are raised yet. Not seeing any.
All right, without any questions and further comments, Pam, would you please take a roll to pass agenda item number 3?
Sure. Commissioner Antor.
Yes.
Commissioner Breivy.
Yes.
Commissioner Bolkowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Green. Commissioner Morgan.
Yes.
Commissioner Sparks. Commissioner Womack.
Yes.
Commissioner Wooden. Chair Jones.
Yes.
That motion passes.
Thank you. That brings us to item number 4 from Kent County Community Action. Wayman, would you please cover the action request?
Sure. This is a recommendation to the Board of Commissioners to approve the Kent County Community Development Annual Action Plan for July 1, 2021 through June 30th, 2022, to appropriate $2.9 million in revenue to the 2020-21-22 Community Development Block Grant, Investment Partnership, Home Investment Partnership and Emergency Solutions Grant Programs, and to authorize the board chair or designee to execute the grant documents related to the plan and approve extensions and amendments and increases to the grant appropriation not to exceed 15% of the original award. Kent County is a qualified urban county, which establishes the county as eligible to receive funds from the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development for its 40th year as an entitlement community. The 5-year extended consolidated plan for July 1, 2021 through June 30, 2026 is a prerequisite for CDBG, home, and ESG funding from HUD and includes a needs assessment, market analysis, and related goals and objectives as was approved by the Board of Commissioners in Resolution 31121 of 17. The grant application referred to as the Annual Action Plan contains a description and budget for CDBG, home, ESG funded activities proposed to be undertaken between July 1, 2021 and June 30, 2022, including CDBG projects requested by local units of government. The application allocates $2.9 million in funding that includes CDBG of $1.7 million, home of $925,000, and ESG $148,000, and recognizes an additional $25,000 in anticipated program income from the CDBG program and additional $50,000 in anticipated program income from Home Investment Partnership Program.
Thank you, Wayman. Is there a motion to approve? Thank you. Moved and supported, and we'll take questions, comments, and discussion.
Raised in the chat.
Okay, we don't have any questions or comments on this one, so we will go ahead and call the roll to pass agenda item number 4. Pam, would you please call the roll?
Sure. Commissioner Antor. Commissioner Breve. Commissioner Bukowski. Commissioner Green. Commissioner Morgan. Commissioner Sparks. Commissioner Womack. Commissioner Wooden. Chair Jones.
Yes.
That motion passes.
Thank you. That brings us to item number 5, also from Kent County Community Action. Wayman, would you please read the action request?
You bet. This is a recommendation to the Board of Commissioners to approve the Kent County Community Action Annual Operations Funding from the City of Grand Rapids and to appropriate $130,000 in revenue to the 2020-21-22 Kent County Community Action Fund. As a part of the Municipal Partnership Agreement dated October 1, 2017, Kent County Community Action will receive its annual allocation of City of Grand Rapids funds for the 36th year since 1985. The allocation of $130,000 includes funding for administrative and supportive expenses. The agreement period is from July 1, 2021 to June 30th, 2022.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve? And support by? Thank you. Moved and supported. Questions, comments, and discussion on agenda item number 5?
No hands are raised in the chat.
All right. Pam, would you please call the roll to pass agenda item number 5?
Sure. Commissioner Antor.
Yes.
Commissioner Breve. Commissioner Bukowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Green. Commissioner Morgan. Commissioner Sparks. Commissioner Womack. Commissioner Wooden. Chair Jones.
Yes.
That motion passes.
Thank you. That brings us to item number 6 from Kent County Community Action. Wayman, would you please cover the action request?
Yes. This is a recommendation to the Board of Commissioners to approve contracts with Community Rebuilders Incorporated for the Continuum of Care Program, accept and appropriate $1.6 million to the 2020-21-22 Community Development Federal Project Fund from the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development and General Fund transfer in, and to authorize the board chair or designee to sign the agreements. As part of the COC program, the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development has awarded funds to Kent County for sponsor-based rental assistance and tenant-based rental assistance for homeless persons. The COC program is designed to link rental assistance to supportive services for hard-to-serve homeless individuals and families. Kent County Community Action recommends contracting with Community Rebuilders to administer the supportive housing components of the COC program. This is based on the historical performance and relationship with Community Rebuilders, which has a direct impact on the HUD's scoring for this project. Due to COVID, HUD did not require a grant application for fiscal year 2021 and instead auto-renewed fiscal year 2020 grants. The contract, if approved, will allocate $555,000 in total, $521,000 for sponsor-based rental assistance, and $18,000 for administrative costs through Community Builders, $9,200 for Kent County Community Action administrative costs, and $7,500 for internal support, and $1 million in total, which includes $1,088,000 for tenant-based rental assistance and $36,823 for administrative costs to Community Builders, and $18,800 in administrative costs to Community Action, and $4,382 for internal support. The period of agreements will be from July 1, 2021 to June 30th, 2022. Assistant Corporate Counsel will review and approve the agreements as content and to form.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve? In support? All right, moved and supported, and we'll take questions, comments, and discussion.
Don't see any hands raised in the chat.
Okay, Pam, would you please call the roll to pass agenda item number 6?
Sure. Commissioner Antor.
Yes.
Commissioner Breivy. Commissioner Bukowski.
Yes.
Commissioner Green. Commissioner Morgan.
Yes.
Commissioner Sparks. Commissioner Womack.
Yes.
Commissioner Wooden.
Yes.
Chair Jones.
Yes.
That motion passes.
Thank you. That brings us to item number 7, Commissioner Miscellaneous. Is there any Commissioner Miscellaneous this morning for the Finance and Physical Resources Committee folks?
No hands are raised in the chat.
Okay, with that, we are adjourned. Our next meeting date is Tuesday, June 15th at 8:30 a.m. Thanks, everyone.
I am Kent County. I am Kent County.
I am Kent County.
We are 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 Kent County.
Bayard, Kent County. Ami, Kent County.
Somos, Kent County.
Mas Ira, Kent County.
We are Kent County. We are Kent County. We are Kent County. Oh, yeah.